Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Today we're studying a video about Hanukkah. If you're from North America, you will have heard of Hanukkah and maybe you know a lot about it, but it's not something you hear a lot about in New Zealand and I don't know much about it, so I found this video interesting. It's about the history of this festival or holiday, and it's an animation for kids, so the language is aimed at kids. And I have no idea about how accurate the history is, but it's interesting anyway. The story in this video involves a game called Dreidel, which you play with a special spinning top. The boy talks about playing this game when the Greeks invaded Israel. He says the Greeks would go on house raids to find Jewish stuff that they didn't like. And he says they had a decoy scheme. Do you know what a decoy is? A thing or person that is used to trick somebody into doing what you want them to do, going where you want them to go, etc. This was their decoy scheme. We would wait outside and play games, and when the Greek soldiers came by, we just took our time explaining the rules. Everyone inside would hear stalling, so they had time to hide everything. Kia ora, in Stick News today, a man in Japan pretended to be transgender in an attempt to avoid getting in trouble for driving without a license. Last week, a 31-year-old man went for a drive. He was stopped at a police checkpoint, but he couldn't produce his license. Police said despite appearing like an ordinary man, he tried to speak and act like a woman, and claimed he was a woman. Police suspected he was lying and took him to the police station, where an hour later he confessed that he was a man. The man had lost his license 2 years previously and was using his wife's name to try and get away with driving without a license. And that was Stick News for Thursday, the 17th of December. Kia ora. Today's word is stall. Here are a couple of definitions for stall. To try to avoid doing something or answering a question so that you have more time. To make somebody wait so that you have more time to do something. The stalling the boy talks about in the video is when they would slowly explain the rules of the spinning top game to the Greeks so that the people inside the house would have time to hide stuff. And an example from a video we studied a couple of weeks ago. The police officer was talking to a guy who they thought was the guy they were looking for, but they needed to wait until this other police officer came so they could confirm it was actually him and arrest him. So to stall him, the police officer said lots of random things like, always blow on the pie. What are your plans for Christmas? That's early. So what are you doing on Christmas Day? Are you from there? Well, we've already had our family Christmas celebration actually. Yeah, well, my auntie and uncle and cousin were going away for Christmas, so we had it early before they left. Going down to Taupo actually. Someone invited me to spend Christmas Day down there, so... No, I'm not. I grew up in the Coromandel, but some of the whānau moved down to Taupo a while back. Luxuriously self-indulgent. A. Coy. B. Decade. C. Decadent. D. Decay. E. Decoy. Decadent. A thing or person that is used to trick somebody into doing what you want them to do, going where you want them to go, etc. Decoy. To be destroyed gradually by natural processes. Decay. A period of 10 years. Decade. Reluctant to give details about something sensitive. Coy. And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. Bye.